What's going on, everyone? I'm Hawkborn Dame. I'm here with my brother, Mr. Get That Work.
Yes.
For another episode of the Chin Checkers, man.
Yeah.
Too much stuff to get into. I don't know where you want to start off with. Where are we going?
We got to start off with Matana Love, man.
Oh. You mean WWF Royal Rumble?
Yeah, we got to get into that, man, because I want to hear what you got. You know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on that? You know, should it have been a DQ or nah?
I'm not sure the ruling of it, but it was intentional. He intentionally threw his ass over the top rope. He had him slightly and then gave him the full-fledged, get over there. It was intentional, but I don't know the rule. I don't care to know the rule. It was intentional. Prior to that, though, the headbutt is where he kind of showed he wanted out.
So both men are throwing power shots.
You don't tell that to the doctor.
Right.
It's like, no, I can't see anything. And then he went, but how bad is it? He kind of showed the slow roll of wanting to quit, wanting a way out. That's the feeling that I got from it.
Okay.
But how you saw it.
Okay. Now,
complaining about the DQ, it kind of looked like he was trying to get out the ring.
Now, I'm gonna try not to be too Virgo-ish because, like, me being a Virgo, I sit there and break down everything. So let me just try to get to the steak and potatoes. I didn't think it was intentional. I think he just wanted to rough him up. I don't think he expected him to completely go over. I think he just wanted to like rough him up and show I'm a tough guy. You're not gonna out-rough me, whatever. Now, I understand the no harm, no foul. He landed on his feet. But let's say he didn't land on his feet. Let's think about what if he didn't land on his feet? What if he landed on his back, his shoulder, his neck, and now it's something a little more serious? Again, I understand no harm, no foul. But, you know, the way the judge, the referee looked at it, he felt like it was intentional. He felt like he did too much. So I'm not upset with the decision. If it was me, because of no harm, no foul, I think I just would have went with take a point away, let the fight continue. You know, give him a real stern warning, take a point away, let it go. That would have been my decision. But I'm not upset with the decision because it could have been worse. So because it could have been worse,
I can see that. I can see it. I kind of am in the same boat too, but I just don't know the ruling on it. You know, what the situation is. I understand the no harm, no foul. Gotta disagree. It looked like he tried to throw him over the rope, man. It looked WWE-ish, man. You know?
Right. Yeah, I mean, he wanted to show that he was tough, so I get it. He wanted to show that he was tough. He was there to fight. But if he wanted the fight to be stopped, I think that was the same round. Yeah, the same round.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if it would have worked in his favor. Maybe it would have been a draw, maybe, but he already got knocked down. So him asking, you know, the doctor, like, or telling the doctor, hey, I can't see too well, you know, I don't know. I think he should have just been like, nah, let's go. I want to go. I do see your point on that. But if the doctor did stop it after the headbutt, I'm not sure how the scorecards would have read.
Yo, you know what's crazy though? When you look at guys that are relatively unknown but have those big knockouts on their record, you know, a guy has like 17 wins, 14 by knockout. This guy was, I think, 15 with 14 by knockout.
Right.
Sometimes you look at it and be like, maybe they just building him up, and the guy goes out there and lays a total A against trash. Well, then there's times when you see, oh shit, the guy can punch.
Right.
You know,
right. Yeah,
it happened.
Moments. Yeah.
I think this year with Chris Colbert getting in there with I think it's Hector Garcia, and
he 10 knockouts out of 14 fights. That's what, I don't know if that was supposed to scare me or what, but y'all know what I do. So every time I step up a fight against a fighter that got power, they get their ass beat bad. and it ain't gonna be no difference with him. I just don't know if I'm gonna beat him with a spoon or a belt or a broom. I don't know what I'm gonna beat him with, but I know I'm gonna beat his ass.
Where's the spoon? Aha! Aha! What do you know from funny, you bastard?
Chris Colbert's a talented fighter, but had almost the same situation where, oh no, the guy's power was real, you know.
Right. Yeah.
And it was almost kind of like the same situation.
Well, you know, I feel like both of those fights, they kind of did similar things, which is kind of find a fight that's not their fight. I understand you want to prove that you're tough and you know what I'm saying, you about that. But sometimes you just need to fight your fight. I feel like both of them did the same thing. You know, fight the fight that you know, outbox them. And when you weaken them, that's when you know, show that grit. You don't got to go in there guns blazing and then you like, oh shit, here we go.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So
MIP, man. Where you going with it?
Oh,
Where you going with it?
we got to go with Vargas, man. I know he young, but god damn.
Yo.
Yeah.
That was a knockout.
It was a knock. It was so bad. I don't know who the dude was talking to. Like, it didn't look like he wasn't looking at the ref. I don't know who he was talking to.
Yo, I was bugging because while he was on the floor, I'm like, yo, is he complaining about being knocked out? What was going on in his mind? Was he telling the ref, why did you stop the fight? Who was he? Where was the dialogue?
Yeah, because the ref was right here, but he was looking over here, so I'm not sure who he was talking to, but he was talking. He was talking after that shit.
Shout out to the whole Vargas family.
Absolutely.
I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. What's new? I'm gonna leave that to you.
Are you talking about Janabek?
There we go. Like a fucking professional, baby.
Yeah, man. I'm not even gonna attempt that last name, but Janabek, you know, who everybody who don't know, that was Buddy McGirt's fighter. We had Buddy McGirt on the show a while back, and he definitely talked about, you know, this fighter. He talked about Janabek, saying that he's really good. Not sure if Demetrius is going to take the fight, and you know, credit the Top Rank and ESPN, because whenever they got somebody signed, they definitely promote their fighters. I give them that. Maybe sometimes, you know, the contracts is not as good as the fighters may want, but when it comes to promotion, if they like you, they promote you, because, you know, during that card and that bout, nobody seemed to want to fight Janabek according to ESPN. Nobody.
Buddy McGirt said he was the mandatory for Demetrius.
Right.
How do you see that fight going between Janabek and Andrade?
I don't see that fight going at all, because Demetrius went up to 168, so that's not happening. But Jaime Munguia is a mandatory.
Demetrius moved up?
Yeah, so they counted that as a duck. Yeah, he said, yeah, out of here. You're not doing this. So Jaime Munguia is the mandatory for Janabek's belt. That would be an entertaining fight. Both guys got firepower. Both guys.
We'll have to look at the film, because I think that's a pretty close 50-50 fight. Just off the top of my head, a lot of times I say wild shit off the rip, so I go back and look at it, and then further review, I come up with a more accurate assessment. Right now, I see that fight being 50-50. And it was crazy, because weren't we talking about Munguia? He needs to step up.
Yeah, he's ready to go.
I think this is like the
Ready to go. Mother hen need to push him out the fucking nest. Let's go. Come on,
baby.
baby.
Titty out the mouth.
Yeah, come on.
I think this would be the perfect fight.
Would this be the perfect fight, or is it too close?
No, I mean, I don't see him beating Charlo, so yeah. This is the perfect fight. Yeah. Just rather than it be 60-40, 50-50, yeah. You know, I'm not really a fan of him anyway. I mean, my guy, Israel.
Oh,
Adesanya. Man down. Oh my God.
yeah, man. Yeah.
Like Israel, we're casual MMA fans.
Absolutely.
I like Israel. I think he's a GOAT. I think he's one of the greatest to ever do it. I feel like he was a hybrid version of Anderson Silva and John Jones. I would have loved to see him and John somehow meet somewhere and have like a super fight. It didn't happen. He gets in there where Alex Pereira, however you say his name, guy who beat him years ago in kickboxing, grudge match, he loses.
Again, yeah.
And respect to him though, because at the end in the press conference, he kind of was like, "Yo, keep the same energy, man. I want to get back in there with him again." Respect to him for having that, that inside stuff. One thing about what I want to say about Israel, though, I don't know how you feel. I feel like once he got his title, kind of played the safe, kind of started going the Mayweather route, and wasn't tight the same style bender, I hope, not saying I hope, maybe he goes back to being that same killer, now having lost. Now he don't have the title, maybe it's less pressure, and he goes out there and fucking kills. I understand he was in there with the big stuff. So,
well, I never really looked at him as like a power puncher. So,
really?
I never really looked at him as a power puncher. He had some nice knockouts, but that's after he wear you down. Also, he has the range because long arms, long legs. So a lot of times I never really looked at him as a power puncher, but definitely just a guy with great technique. So I think he could bounce back. These guys in MMA, UFC, it's hard to be undefeated. It's not easy. It's hard, man, because, first of all, it's not like boxing. Once you reach that top level, you're not able to pick really your opponent. Whoever's next in line, that's who's going to fight you. And it don't matter if he's, looking like a killer or, like, a regular guy. That's just who you got to fight.
Yep. Yeah. Dana White does not cherry pick. He runs UFC. That's one thing we got to give him credit for. We need that more in boxing. We do, I was actually at an amateur event yesterday. I took a couple of the young fighters with me. Took my son with me. My son's starting to get into the sport. We had 2 fighters go out there and do their thing. Out of our gym, Suffolk PAL right now is on fire. We got a lot of dogs. I mean a lot.
Yeah.
Our boy Joel Spence got the W. Jacob Spence had someone duck out of a fight with him again. I mean, and he went all the way to Jersey. Can't get a fight. It's unbelievable. We had Amani. He went out there and won the 110 novice division. Put on a show. Went out there and when you could tell when he's confident in his bag, he's explosive. And then my boy Ray, aka Broadway, went out there and smoked the guy. We just killed this weekend, man. So shout out to my little guys, man. They keep doing their thing. I don't train them, I may work with them a little, but I'm not responsible for them winning. I just want to make that clear.
Hey, man, I mean, take a little credit, Take a little credit, You there with them.
Hit my moral support for those guys.
Yeah. But, yeah, man, little guys are definitely doing well. Can't wait to see them on a big screen, man. And they all look so talented that eventually you're going to see them.
Oh, definitely. Guess that's it. We got another video coming up for you guys. We're going to get into the WBC, WBO, IF, whatever mandates they need. Whatever this shit is. All right?
Yeah, we gonna talk about that.